But going one better than the F40 in third place is this, the 250 LM. With its mid-engine V12, it was introduced to replace the 250 GTO in the production car class, which it did very successfully. But it also won Le Mans outright in 1965, when the factory's official prototypes broke down. And despite this one being worth a nail-biting £1.5 million, it is still raced today.
But more of you, it seems, are swayed by TV appearances than you are by Le Mans victories, because our number 2 car, the nation's penultimate favourite Ferrari, is in fact an 80s stateside TV star. I am, of course, talking about the 308 or 328 series cars. But if you've no idea what I'm talking about, here's a really heavy hint.
So apart from its appearance on Magnum, what is it about this Ferrari that makes it worthy of being the nation's number 2? Well, we sent our resident Tom Selleck fan to find out.
At long last, I've become Mrs. Magnum, if only for one day. But there's more to this Ferrari than just its TV appearances. For starters, it's the Ferrari that I, and I dare say many of you, grew up with. The first time I saw one, red instantly became my favourite colour. Its roaring V8 became my favourite tune, and Pininfarina became my favourite designer. Unlike so many iconic sports cars from yesteryear, the 328 is not just a pretty shape on a decrepit old chassis. It was, and still is, a bona fide driver's car. However, the 328's real trump card was that it was what Maranello desperately needed it to be. Easy to drive, so that any old American with a Hawaiian shirt and a penchant for flip-flops wouldn't be at risk of serious injury. That said, it was definitely built for the Italian physique. The cramped cabin didn't deter buyers. By the time production stopped in 1989, nearly 20,000 had been sold.
So, what's at number 1? What have you voted as the nation's favourite Ferrari? Well, let's just remind ourselves of the £12 million worth of Maranello magic we've already unveiled. At number 10, you chose my first love, the Dino. At 9 came the World Championship winning P4. At 8, we were all won over by the stunning California Spider. But number 7 went to the £5 million 250 GTO. At 6, there's my current favourite, the 360 Modena. At 5, Tom's favourite, the Daytona. And at number 4, the F40. But fast as it is, it lost out to the Le Mans winning 250 LM in third. And pipping that was Vicky's 308 328 series. So, is this the number 1? Ferrari's latest £420,000 export, the 220-mile-an-hour Enzo? Or could it be Schumacher's latest trophy-winning wheels, the 2003 World Championship Formula One car?
Well, it's neither of those. Our viewers have turned to another TV star as their favourite, and it's a name that evokes the very essence of Ferrari pedigree. Your number 1 is the...
Testarossa.
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 Which, to be honest, we found, well, a little disappointing.
I mean, I never did understand what these slats were all about.
And I always thought the wheels were a little bit puny.
As for these rear haunches, they remind me of 80s shoulder pads. I was never a fan.
But you voted for it, so I had to go and drive it. Back in the early 80s, Ferraris were selling well, but in the bedroom wall poster stakes, they came a poor second to the Lamborghini Countach. In 1985, the Testarossa was to change all that. Its flat 12 engine delivered 380 horsepower, and Pininfarina created an unforgettable 6-foot-wide body to clothe it. and its starring role in Miami Vice didn't harm its popularity either. To be honest, the Testarossa is always a surprising joy to drive. It's never quite the car expected. Fantastic all-round visibility makes it a real everyday usable Ferrari. The driving position isn't that bad. Some small adjustment in the steering and this gives you a good position. However, the steering is truck-like heavy at low speeds. But once you start winding it up, it gets lighter and really comes alive. And of course, when you fire up the flat 12, the sounds come.
So there you have it. We always think we know best. Well, perhaps we don't.
You, the nation, voted the Testarossa your favourite Ferrari.
And we can't argue with that. See you next year.